The stream is about to start. Grab your favorite drink. Sit back and relax. You're chilling with Hex Asians. With your host, Crypto Vince, Uncle Kevin Hex, and middle class working man.
Hex Asians? Nice.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Emotional damage! Give me sushi!
Namaste Hexations, very welcome to 2024. I hope everybody enjoyed their New Year's Eve. I surely did. A bit of a hangover. I wasn't going to do a live stream today, but hey, you cannot break New Year's resolutions on the day one. So at least I'm going to try and keep up this channel alive till I can. I hope that the other founders of this channel take notice and do something, at least join sometime on the live stream, but I don't expect anything. Like our motto in Hex is no expectations from the work of others. I hope more people will join in chat. Till then, the one person who is watching the live stream, please let me know what you guys are. Let me know if you are drinking, or if you are watching this on a replay. I suggest you turn the speed to 2x and mention in chat what you are drinking. I am just drinking some Pepsi. Oops. E- e- Empty right now. I dropped the but hey, I'm all excited for the year 2024. First of all, it's a leap year, one day extra, so it doesn't have much of a significance, but it kind of does if you want to. Uh, it's going to be the year of the dragon. We will do it or cover that topic separately when New Year, the Chinese New Year arrives. For me, if I follow the Indian calendar, like New Year's for me is in March, which like I saw this TikTok video and it makes a complete sense that these 2 year months of January and February were later added to the calendar just to make it compatible with, I think it's called the sexagerian system, that is counting with 12, which makes sense for those who count their numbers on the fingertips using yeah, the phalanges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 using that makes 12, and that you can use 5 fingers to count up to 60. That makes it kind of easy to count. But remember, deci means 10, and that is what December is supposed to be, the 10th month actually, and the last month. But it's all done to confuse people, and that's why we celebrate April's Fool. It, April used to be the new year, but people uh, changed it to January. But then some people still continued to have April as their new year, and people were being fooled because of it. And I guess people are still fooled because of it. So yeah. And as you can tell, I'm a bit excited. I hope my speech pattern is much faster than normal. I think I am. This the reason behind it is I have been invited to talk at the Hex Conference 2024, which will be the fourth Hex Conference held by Matty Allen. I I wasn't expecting the invitation, but hey, it went through. I'll be speaking on day three, the social podcast. So if you don't watch the rest of the conference, it's okay. Just tune in for my segment, and I think I'll be accompanied by Crypto King that day. Let's see how it goes. I the thing is, when there are so many people and on a limited time basis, you hardly get to speak. Especially me, I don't understand how to cut into conversations, or I may end up talking on top of others. But that's a different thing. I will ramble on for a little bit longer before I bring up the hex chart, which is my favorite. Again, yeah, I just use this chart as a dipstick. It's a sounds like dirty word, but it isn't, kind of thing. Yeah, the hex Ethereum hex USD calculated USD price chart is the most reliable I've found to find trends. I will share it right now. Let's see. Uh, oops. Yep. Looks kind of sideways action. But if you remember last time I told you, it was looking slightly bullish. We were retesting the midline of the Bollinger Bands, and look at this. It went up, and it's back again at the midline of the Bollinger Band. Again, the MACD is another one of my favorite indicators. Still, we are not above the zero mark, which is not completely bullish. So more likely, it's a sideways movement indicator. Even though this looks like a slight dip, and as if the Bollinger Bands are going to cross over again, but I don't think so. I think they are going to be going parallel like this. Uh, I hate drawing on this chart. I haven't set up everything, so mm, more sideways action. Again, if you are a hex taker or a hex liquidity provider, it makes perfect sense, and it's good for us to that the price movement is sideways. I like that. What else do they have? I know most of the people will be kind of busy with their work on. I don't know what's happening. I have a feeling that the stream is being shadow banned, but again, yeah, the people are. I consider myself one of the most toxic hexicans, so it may be because people are just not liking this, or me speaking, so they will be not tuning in. But I'm okay. I'm going to be continuing to doing this until I find enough of an audience. I don't have other news to cover other than the fact what are the positive things I see for 2024. according to my tea leaf reading, like, yeah, 2024 is going to be the most bullish year for Hex. At least that is what I expected in 2019. Hopefully, we go through. One of the things, of course, is going to be the Bitcoin halving. Even though it's in 2025, its hype is going to start in mid 2024. Before that, we have the uh, Bitcoin ETFs going on. Again, the ETFs themselves may be sell the news kind of the event, but it will give coverage on mainstream news for cryptocurrencies, and hopefully some it will be bullish at least till the ETF itself launches. And hey, I think the ETFs have pointed out a couple of hypocrites in the I would say mainstream. To be exact, Jamie Dimon, the CEO, I don't know, from JP Morgan, he was saying that, oh, Bitcoin should be made illegal. And now that the ETF is launching, JP Morgan is going to be one of the custodians for Bitcoin. See, look at the hypocrisy. And that's what I would like people to learn to look at what people are doing, not what they are saying. Hopefully, it would be or oh, just a quick update regarding the news. I just found out that there has been an earthquake in Japan. Wait a minute. About a 7.4 on the Richter scale. Um, Let me try and bring it up in on screen. So just about a few hours ago, I guess. Like you guys can see. Yes, Japan earthquake news. People trapped under rubble a lot, but major tsunami warnings for Noto streak downgraded at the latest. So yep. So has been a giant earthquake. They were issued a tsunami warning, but I hope everyone in Japan or the Hexasians in Japan are doing okay. I have no idea. Like, yeah. Yes, I can see Crypto King here. Yes, all are. He says all are safe here. Prayers for those. I am harm's way on. So I guess Crypto King is safe. He's on the other side of the coast, but there are people trapped. So I'll send a quiet prayer for all of them. I hope like what a start to the new year for Japan. I guess people like this thing is crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the rest of the world. Like, I don't know what to say about this. You know, those on the conspiratorial side of things believe that these are what we call scalar energy weapons, beams of light using subsonic frequencies to cause earthquakes. Again, stirring up things in the Pacific Ocean. I don't know. Maybe, maybe, maybe it was just Godzilla rising up. I don't know if you guys have watched the new film Godzilla -1. I have heard a lot of good reviews about it. I still haven't watched it. I'm not a big Godzilla fan, but it's like kind of they've made it on a kind of compared to the Hollywood movies. It's on a shoestring budget, but it's supposed to be amazing. I will watch it again later. Uh, and Crypto King says, "Salute to you, brother, for keeping exhibitions alive forward for the Hex online conference." Yes, I think I already mentioned it. We are going to be sharing the same time space. And I am going to end up talking over people, so beware of that. I I had a slight bad news for everyone. My golden mic has stopped working. Eh, It like it's it was a Chinese thing, so I always I am just happy it lasted till it did. I will try and repair it if it is possible. But as with all Chinese electronics, we have this saying called "Chala to chand tak, nahi to sham tak." Means if it works, it goes to the moon, or otherwise, it works till the evening. So it definitely worked a lot for me. Hopefully, I'll be able to do something. I am thinking of topics what to speak of at the conference. I will create a succinct summary of everything in 5 or 6 minutes of talk time. Other than that, I hope like I'm not the biggest influencer in the hex space, so I hope everybody is already aware of the good things that are happening with hex. And the biggest one, I guess, would be the Hex Scout app, which has been launched on the at least uh, the Android App Store, and its website is already active for it's, Scout. So I think I had already showed you guys this. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me present it on screen. Yep. So if you can connect your wallet, I can't right now. You can see your portfolio. You can track portfolios of other people. You can stake your hex. It also gives out new news. Yeah. So I think it has a. Hmm, I guess it has a payment gateway. I'm not sure. I think yeah. It does have a credit card support. The thing is, I'm still not like fully kind of convinced as how safe it is. Which again, I have to say something like. There are a lot of scam website so beware while you're do, doing transactions online. You might get phished. Always type out the URL yourself. And some experience of the past, uh, I think last week or so, one of the members of the Hex India Telegram group wanted to buy crypto using a P2P website. So one of them was OKX, which I recommended because I had used it in the past. And the thing is, yeah, it's one of the few websites that is available in India for P2P exchange, um, because India is has already started. I think it has already started blocking some of the crypto websites, which again theoretically is against the Indian constitutional or rights, or to be exact, against the Indian Supreme Court judgment. But still, it has a chilling effect on things. That is, people stopped using it, and crypto has already been highlighted as a negative factor by multiple uh, businessmen, and I like people are already scared of things, because Indian law, I won't say is one of the best in the world, anyways. But what I was saying was, so one of the members of the Hex India Telegram group tried to do P2P on OKX exchange, and there was he found a scammer. Like, he was asking for his bank details to be exact, his PAN card and Aadhaar card, which are like your social security number on the channel, which I told him not to give. And luckily, a few days, um, about 2 days, the crypto that was withheld by the seller was released by OKX. So yeah, P2P, there is, OKX acts as an escrow service that, by that, like, even you deposit, when both sides of the transactions are done, the until both sides of the transactions are done, funds are held in an escrow account by OKX. So it is kind of safe, but be aware. Don't do large transaction at one go. And I think it applies to all uh, centralized exchanges. I think, if you have heard Richard Hart speak, like, he always mentions, like, use centralized exchanges like public restroom, get in and get out as quick as possible. Don't do large transactions in one go. Put all your crypto at one go. At least do smaller accounts, so that if funds get lost, you don't lose your entire bag. But there is again one thing I wanted to point out, like, uh, especially in light of the last like last video that Richard had released. The um, I see a lot of people, like, using Richard Hart quotes either out of context or misquoting, or interpreting things in their favor, just to, like, I remember some people mentioning, like, yeah, Richard Hart wanted people to put their money where their mouth is and be able to short their X on an exchange. And now we have a platform for doing that. But they forget to mention, or deliberately not mention, the fact that when Richard Hart talked about um, leverage, shorting hex, or adding leverage, he always mentions that he wants real the settlement to be done in a real hex, not in cash. That is, those short positions, when they get liquidated, they should be forced to buy hex. Well, then the platform that you were promoting for shorting hex, doesn't have that facility, does it? So yeah, you are kind of misinterpreting things. There are a lot of issues. Like again, I don't think. I think I mentioned this earlier. Like Richard Hart was never in favor of meme coins, uh, but yet people are like using or misquoting him. Like yeah, Dogecoin has value, so it's okay. No, he was against it from the beginning. I am against the meme coins from the beginning, but yeah, some people were able to join the community and pretend to be hexicans and then go on to release their own meme coins and steal money from the hexicans. I guess that would be a bit harsh, but I'll stick to my word regarding it. And moreover, then again, NFTs. Yeah, NFTs with utilities. Richard Hart is in favor of not JPEGs of coins, like JPEGs of monkeys. Nobody like. Yeah, there is like we have already seen this happen multiple times, so I don't know why people haven't learned. I hopefully people will because I, I yeah 2024 we are going to see a lot of things happening. I hope you guys are aware that who is that Vitalik Buterin he released the new roadmap for uh, Ethereum. Now, having a roadmap should qualify it to be a security. But hey, the SEC doesn't mind when they are already have already been paid off by big institutions. But that apart, they have introduced like after the like the previous roadmap after the merge there was going to be the splurge which is was going to be like increasing the throughput on level layer 2 chains which was supposed to happen in 2024. I hope I expect it to happen in 2024 by second quarter, end of second quarter. But now they have already added one more step in between. It's called the scourge or scrooge. I don't know. English is a funny language. SCOURGE. I don't know how to spell it. Scourge, scrooge. Anyways, I have no respect for English. Um, so basically, they are trying to handle the MEV bots that are running on uh, Ethereum. I still think they do have like a large chunk of the transactions are just MEV bots trying to rebalance um, random pools on Ethereum and on layer 2 chains. That's basically what is happening. That's why like Ethereum fees are still kind of high, which I kind of find very irritating. But yeah, hopefully they'll find a solution for it soon. We will be able hopefully we'll be able to unstake our hex on Ethereum at decent fees. Like I don't know what the current fees are for like 2 3 year or 4 year stake after the but yeah if you bought hex like 3 years stake. If you have made like 500x on your money, and you the stake is big enough, I guess you would be comfortable paying for the gas fee, added gas fee. But it shouldn't be this expensive. Of, that is why people are kind of promoting, yeah, emergency and stake everything and move it on pulsing. Bro, it's see, burning tokens is great when other people of doing are doing it. When you are burning your own tokens, like no, it's not. So please don't emergency and stake. Just let that. If you can't unstake, let that stake get liquidated, and it takes around a couple of years to get liquidated, I guess. So someday you might get something in return, or at least if you are not emergency and staking, you are not paying out the stakers, so you are kind of reducing the circulating supply indirectly. So please don't emergency and stake. Like I said, we had a few people join the community, and like hopefully now posteriori, like looking at things in hindsight, when you look at things, it kind of makes sense that these guys were never staked. That's why they were happy to sell their ehex to buy other shitcoins on pulse chain, which are, but if you were staked on uh, Ethereum, you are not kind of incentivized to sell it. Or rather, if you are having the, the max length stakes on Ethereum, then why would you dump, dump your own bag? Like people just don't understand it. I wanted to like explain it using a parable. Mm, I think the now this is like an Indian, uh, I won't say folktale, yeah, Indian folktale, and the protagonist or the main character of the tale is called Sheikh Chilli. Sheikh as in the Saudi Sheikh, and chili as in I don't know, not like chili as in spicy chili, yeah, chili as in chillam or what. Yeah, ganja gun. So he's supposed to be this stupid guy, and so one day Sheikh Chilli is trying to trim the branches of a tree. Uh, so he's sitting there with his uh, on the branch, cutting the branch, when a person walks down and says, "Hey, Sheikh Chilli, what are you doing? You will fall down. You are cutting this branch. You are going to fall down." And he says, "Look, I am not stupid. I have been cutting branches for all of my life. I know what I am doing. Just go away, stupid man. Like, go away." And this happens a couple of times. Everybody saying, "Hey, actually, you will fall down," but he's like, he ignores everyone. But at the end of the day, when he manages to cut down at the branch, he falls down with the branch. Why? Because he's cutting the branch that he was sitting on. So moral of the story is, don't cut the branch you are sitting on, or don't try to in terms of crypto, don't try to fud your own bags. So basically what I'm saying is, don't emergency and stake. and just hodl if you can DCA into either of the X's. If you can be a liquidity provider on PulseX, which by the way I will. Oh, we have Miss Exquisitic join us. Good to know you are safe here. Yes, we were just discussing it. I was wondering about what is happening. Good to know you are safe. I hope everybody recovers from it very soon. I think the tsunami warning has already been downgraded, so that is kind of good news. May everything be fine soon. Yes, and people don't understand like how a tsunami works. Yes, I did do that a bit earlier. Sending prayers to those who were affected by the earthquake and the tsunami. Look, I know um, a large group of Mexicans is of a faith which kind of, so I don't, the only prayers I know are Indian ones. I don't want to say them because some people get offended. Anyway, so again, and if I'm not, I searching YouTube, I get recommended a lot of things. So I think there is a Bible verse where you're not supposed to be praying in public like the other people who hold prayers on the streets. So I just say a mental prayer. Anyways, anyways, I guess like, but with everything that is happening, 2024 is going to be a wild ride. I think we have already seen it. And hey, I said this like we had an earthquake in the Philippines a couple of months ago, and I mentioned this like earthquakes, tsunamis are good for the economy. When there is all this destruction, we need it creates more job opportunities for people in construction and rehabilitation. So it's good for the economy. Tsunamis and death are good for the economy. I hope you guys see the sarcasm or satire in there. Anyways, the other thing I mentioned was, I wanted to mention was, yeah, again, I wanted to thank Crypto King. I think even though like I had already heard about Dr. Shiva in, I think a couple of years ago, I hadn't really looked into it. But thanks, like because of Crypto King posting all his content, I listen to a lot of him. Hey, and I don't agree with everything he says, but yeah, he says a lot of good things. I was just listening to one of his videos called Gandhi, the pimp who sold India, and I agreed with him like a lot on a lot of things because you know this is something like when you reach the same conclusion using different sources, then you are more likely to be seeing the truth. And like, yes, a lot of things regarding Gandhi have been kind of whitewashed, to be exact, and a lot of bad stuff is being like swept under the carpet, like his role in the apartheid state of South Africa where he worked. and basically how he subverted the real revolution uh, from being, rather, he protected the uh, British Empire from revolution. But anyways, uh, that's something I was looking at. Other than that, I am at my wits end. I am, yeah, 2024. I hope everybody has their New Year resolutions ready. My New Year resolution is always the same. If you are familiar with Pinky and the Brain, the Steven Spielberg cartoon, yes, try to take over the world. That's my all New Year resolution every year, and I will continue to do it while I possibly can. And we are at the. I think I'm going to end the live stream now. Do you guys have anything to say? We have already covered the major topics. Hex price looking kind of going sideways. Um, Hex conference 6th to 9th. I'll be speaking on the me and Crypto King will be speaking on the third day. We send out prayers to Japan regarding the tsunami. Uh, yeah, I think we have covered most of the stuff I wanted to cover. I hope, like, that one of the reasons like I decided to do this live stream is because I guess people, I think it's a public holiday in most countries, 1st of January. Because, if you go back to work on day one after celebrating for like 4 or 5 days, like you can die of depression because of it. And yeah, there is something like people dying of emotional stress. It is called the frail heart syndrome, I guess, where certain like strong emotions can lead to heart failure. So this is kind of a stream. I hope I am able to mellow things out a little bit so that you can join the workforce later. As for me, I am still on a sabbatical. I was working on a kind of an app to be launched, but I hopefully will be able to do it in the real new year in March or April. April. So I'm going to say 1st of April, so that if I am not able to do it properly, I can always say it was April Fools. But again, nothing to do with crypto, nothing, no meme coins, just stay in touch, be subscribed, and also if you haven't already, please subscribe to the other channel that I stream on, which is the Hex Guild. Please search it on YouTube and you will find it. Thanks everyone. I am going to play our favorite outro and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye. Wait. Yeah.
आए बदन से पहले माता चूड़ी माला दिए मोबाइल बॉडी भांगा दिए बदाम मोबाइल बॉडी जुलो पासी से कदम तत समान समान पूरा बादाम